difference in gas because it might not drag the same in like a bad way because cars are designed to, take the wind in a certain way.
When you're leaving for New York?
Tuesday morning.
Do you think you might leave class today?
I don't know. Depends on how.
Might be too much. Well, if I don't see you, have a great festival.
Yeah, depends on what's going on. I usually pretty much stop till doing that way.
That's cute.
Also depends on how hot it is. If it's hot, I'll probably be like, eh.
Other side. And shuffle. It's actually taping. And kick, front side back. And back to the beginning, run in place. And punches. Is it pretty even spar in the black belt?
I feel like we should do like a huge sparring session for everyone like this. Do you have two left? That didn't have. Not like a random Friday night. Just a ton of stuff for everybody. That's the reason.
I don't remember much of my story, but all I know is one kid's glove kept like breaking and this was we had duct tape around his hand.
And that was
The shuffle
punches.
punches, right?
Nope, not
Oh,
yet.
Oh, yeah. The-
Hip twists.
We
And
did
I know
this
this
like
seems like a
twist,
really
maybe.
silly drill, but it's actually in the curriculum from Hyper. So we're doing it. Knees.
No matter how hot it is here, Maeve is the only person who's running the race today.
Other side. Where is?
Maeve, she's doing CrossFit.
Oh, yeah.
Is that safe?
I'm okay with 101. Better than 60. July. It's supposed to be hot. Now shuffle. What? Well, my brother lives in Washington, and they have fires, drought.
There was a.
He's
There
like,
was
I sent pictures up this week of all the water here. He's like, send us some of that.
There was a summer, about 7 years ago,
And kicks.
where all it did was rain, and they got our weather. So it's like if it stays on that mountain range, then they all get dumped on. It goes over the mountain range and ends up on the East Coast.
You know what? Well, I don't mind a little bit of rain, but I think Wednesday night was the first Wednesday night in I don't know how long. I think last summer there was maybe 2 nights all summer that we took class in the rain. And one night we had to go sit in our cars.
Oh yeah, we got lucky last year with
And
weather.
we've had that
Yeah,
almost
it's like
every
all the
week
time.
this year.
I like that it's like this because I had a
And back last time too.
skiing weekend for heat.
Can you swim in that lake?
No.
Oh.
It was 96, but like you're not talking about people that are like seasoned for stuff like that. Like
No.
people are partying and drinking.
Can you set up like hoses and sprinklers?
Yeah, I mean we had stuff like that around, but
Yeah, punches.
yeah, something just makes me nervous at this point.
It's because we don't get the roof up. At this point, unlike the Amazon rainforest, it's going to be dense and foresty and humid and rain. And eventually the earth is just going to kill us off. Because the earth will survive. The earth will be fine.
I want sun.
Yeah, I don't like this mugginess stuff. That's why.
I don't usually even notice it. The other day you were like, we were taking class out there, and you were like, it's really muggy. No, rainforest doesn't have enough sun. I want to be out in the sun. Bees. Oh, I keep saying I want to go someplace. I want to go to a beach someplace where the water is not cold and gray. But you have to go to I can't go in an airplane or stay in a hotel or eat in a restaurant, other side. So I can't go there. But I can't stay in a hotel or eat in a restaurant either. Where I stay. I can't stay on the beach and cook on the beach. I can't camp out. I'm allergic to the dogs.
Oh, yes. Or would I not be the place for you?
And kit. And time. Grab a drink and then come back to stretch. Reach up. Straight out to the front. Reach for the floor. Over to one side, grab your ankle. Down in a side stretch. Turn, stretch your hip flexor. Okay. So we're gonna start here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna step back, lunge, front kick. I'll tell you when to switch legs.
Yep.
And switch.
Yep.
Okay, and the next one, you're gonna start here, toes out. Squat, side kick, and then the other side. Squat, side kick.
What?
Going back to class today?
No, it's. My husband's works. Basically, if they look at the schedule and like a client on a day off,
They
he
take
takes
it.
it.
Oh, yeah. So that-
The last, he had Tuesday off. He works 60 days straight. So,
You do.
that's the only time I can see him.
And time.
Plus, I need to sneak out and get his birthday gift. I haven't gotten that yet. I don't know what it's gonna look like.
Okay,
Haven't
let's,
found it
is
yet.
it actually taping?
This is
Okay,
second go.
so what you're gonna do, first thing we're
Slowly but
talking about,
surely.
back up. So your partner's gonna hold the pad, and you're going to push you're gonna do front kicks, and you're pushing your weight forward, and using your body weight to push your partner. You're gonna push them down from here, down to the trees, and back, or actually you're gonna push them here down to the trees, then they're gonna hand you the pad, and you're gonna push them back. Don't trim on that pad when you go back.
Slippery.
Little one?
This is good class. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
It was just me and Karen. But there's a good. There's a good feed bars. They're bad.
what's it costs a good size pad.
You don't want to start? That'd be great.
Tell me more.
Maybe it'd be good to mix things up.
There's a lot of other stuff. He's redeemed himself as part of it.
Aha.
He literally is part of it.
pure aloe. It's not full of crap. It's gotta be different because we use the aloe up here and it's nothing like the stuff we buy there. Huh? Yeah. Well, they have a big aloe processing plant down there. That's one of their actual tourist.
Okay.
Like, we actually saw the aloe farm. It's pretty cool.
And show.
Yeah.
Okay, so come on back. So the other thing, this is actually part of the factory. So there's two ways you can anchor. The first one is here, where I'm pushing off the foot, but the foot stays on the floor. So if I come like this, I'm not anchored. I'm using backup hands, and my whole weight's trying to go, but I'm not anchored. The anchor is the push off the floor. That's one kind of anchor. Okay, so what I want you to do, you're gonna 10 times, and then trade jobs. If this hurts your wrist, these pads are hard. Do a palm strike instead. I can't. This doesn't go that hard. So like I said, if this hurts, you're doing a palm heel to this. Then 10, then trade jobs. And then we got one more.
Mary, you're not doing it now, are you? Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. We're all in this.
Nice.
We're all in this.
Nice. How are your nuggets not? Yeah, there you go.
When you're back there, they can't hear you anyway.
Well, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the other one's definitely harder, but
And time.
Yeah.
Okay, come on back. One more sort of anchor. Another sort of anchoring is when you hold the target so it can't move. So, those of you who know the AK form, that's right out of Action Driver Force, out of the Hanoi guys, you're holding the target and you kick it. Okay, but what you're going to do here is you're going to can you hold for a second? I don't want to get that close. Put him in a clinch. Put him in a clinch. And, okay, so she's holding him so he can't move away. She's going to pull him in and throw him in. You guys see that? Okay, so look at your knees. You're not hitting with this. You're hitting with this muscle above your knee. 5 on each side, and then trade jump. And go.
do it.
Hello.
I'll do it there.
Just practice to keep your knees there. Okay, we're going to practice a couple of techniques from each form. So from basic form 2, we're going to practice 3/4 turn. So we always start with the 3/4 turn. You always start with your right foot forward, your left foot moves, you turn counterclockwise. Okay, you do not just take your foot and bring it right back across. What tends to happen when you do that is that you end up coming too narrow. So what I'm going to do, and I'll do this in both directions, left foot comes in, I make a 1/4 turn, actually I'll do it in all directions. Left foot goes to the corner behind you, turn, so now I'm in a nice wide shingle chassis, and then step through. So 1, left foot comes in, 1/4 turn. 2, left foot to the corner behind me, nice wide shingle chassis. 3, step through. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we're going to keep it at 3 counts, but we're going to add the hands. So I'm starting in a high block. As I do 1, feet come together, left foot comes in, I make a 1/4 turn. I'm going to do a full crossbody coverall block. Or it's a block, it's a coverall chamber to get ready, it's a block to get ready for the next block. I'm going to drop my right hand down, left hand comes up, left foot's in. Put the foot to the corner behind you, nice wide shingle chassis low block, and then we're going to step and punch again because that's where step and high block because that's where we need to be for the next 3/4 turn. Step, high block. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to combine the first 2 counts into 1. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, so if you are a Tang Soo white belt, that's what you're practicing. The rest of you guys, we're going to move on to another 3/4 turn. So you're going to start again in shingle chassis. We're going to do this in 3 counts, just like we did before. But on the first count, your left foot's going to come in, and you're going to make a 1/4 turn. On the second count, instead of your foot going to the corner behind you, it's going to go straight back. And you're going to turn to a cat stance. And then on the third count, you're going to step straight through. So 1, 2, 3. 1, left foot in. 2, left foot straight back. Turn to the cat stance. 3, step to shingle chassis. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to add hands to that now. So I'm starting in a center punch. As I do 1, left foot comes in, right hand is up, palm down, left hand is on the bottom, palm up. So I'm here, left foot comes in, I make a 1/4 turn, and in the direction that I'm facing now, I chamber my hands. Step straight back, 2, settle into a cat stance, and a low open hand block. The other hand is here over my solar plexus. 3, step and punch. 1, left foot comes in, you make a 1/4 turn, hands chamber in the direction that you're facing now. 2, left foot steps straight back, turn to cat stance, low block. 3, step and punch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we're going to do it in just 2 counts. We're going to take out that intermediate step. 1, well, we're not taking out the intermediate step. We're just making 1 and 2. What was 1 and 2 all 1 count. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, so if you are a Tang Soo beginner, orange or blue, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8, or 9 go. Yeah, 7, 8, or 9 go. Orange or blue. That's what you're practicing. If you are green or brown or red, we're going to practice some back leg crescent kicks. So your hands are up. We're going to change this in a minute, but right now I want to do just the regular back leg crescent kick. So when you do your back leg crescent kick, your knee comes straight forward. Then you rotate your hips and kick. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to back up, or I'm going to crash into the camera. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now I'm going to do this again. But I'm going to put my hands, make knuckles, put my hands on my hips, like you're yelling at somebody, that kind of a stance. Okay, so I'm going to stand here, feet apart, hands on my hips. Turn, crescent kick. So somebody threw a punch. I use that crescent kick to clear the punch out of the way. They throw another punch. I drop my weight, block that punch with my shoulder, and back fist them in the temple. Okay, they throw another punch at me. I turn, I use a crescent kick to clear the punch out of the way. As I drop my weight, I turn my shoulder in, block another punch, back fist to the temple. Okay, so here, kick block, shoulder block, back fist. Kick and block, shoulder block, back fist. Okay, so I want you to do those. If you are an advanced student, green, brown, red, I want you to do those over and over and over, back and forth across the floor. If you are black belt, get your bow. You're gonna mess with your hands. Okay, I'm gonna show you this facing you, and then I'm gonna show it to you over my head with my back to you, because it's hard sometimes to tell what I'm doing facing you. Okay, so you're gonna bring your hands here. I'm gonna do a pool cue. Okay, so right now my hands are the way that they normally would be when I do a bow form. My right hand is palm up, my left hand is palm down. Pool cue. I'm gonna take my left hand, I'm gonna hit that end of the bow down. I'm gonna reach up and grab, see my hands? Turn over, so now my right hand is down and my left hand is up. I'm gonna bring the bow over my head. Ideally, this swing is over your head here. I can't do that in the kitchen with the string. But what you're doing with your feet is your feet from here, I step 1 with my right foot away from me, and I step with my right foot back in. Bow comes across now, so it's in my right hand, it's facing to the left. I put my left hand underneath, let go with my right hand, drop that end, re-grab with my right hand here. Okay, so I'm going to show you this way. So can you see what my hands are doing? Trying to find the best way to see what my hands are doing. I do it like this, hands over my head. Can you see my hands? Okay, they're here. I make a pool cue. I hit. I come here. I turn over again, so now my right hand is on top. Another pool cue, bring it here. Right foot steps, swing, right foot steps back, another swing, bring the bow all the way across. Right hand is palm down still, left hand is going to grab it palm up, right hand lets go, turn, grab with your right hand palm up so your hands are back in the orientation where they normally are. That's a really confusing section. So I want you to just stop the video and go back and watch it as many times as you need to get your brain around what your hands are doing there. Okay, single stick, 16 counts in the air. Today you're just practicing them in the air. I'll do them facing you so you can see what my hands are doing, and then I'll do them with my back to you so that you can follow along. You step back, I cover my head. Okay, this is not covered my head. My head is covered here. I step forward. 1, down, 2, down, 3 is up, 4 is up. So I made an X down and an X up. 5 is across, 6 is across, 7 is stab, 8 is over the head. Those are all attacks. Now we do the blocks. 9, 10, 11, 12, which look just like the first 4. 13, blocks 1 coming across. 14, blocks 1 coming across. 15 is exactly like 13 again. 16, cover your head. Okay, so we face this way. Let's not hit anything again. Cover your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, I don't want you to do that with somebody else this week. I want you to do it in the air 5 times all the way through. Okay, 2 sticks. We're gonna just do it in the air this week. We're gonna add the 4th move. So you're not gonna do it with somebody, but we're gonna do all 4 moves in the air. I'm gonna do them facing you so you can see what I'm doing, and then I'm gonna do them with my back to you so that you can follow along. So we've done 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So now we're gonna add 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so stick is in my right hand. I drop my right knee towards the floor to a close kneel and tap. 1, 2, 3. Stick is in my left hand. Left knee comes down to a close kneel and I tap. And then you start again. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so going in the other direction so you can see which way the kneel is going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I want you to practice this just in the air. I want you to run through it 5 times in the air. So both hands. You do right, left, right, left. So right hand, left hand. That gives you one set. I want you to go all the way through 5 times. Okay, side form. We're going to add the last phrase today. So I'll do it in both directions. We start here. Set. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5. I'm going to open my right hand, open my left hand. I'm going to do a roll-in step, which means my right foot comes back to my left foot. My left foot comes to the front. Both sides are going to chamber on my left hip. They're both open. Left foot's forward. Then I'm going to step forward with my right foot. Right hand is going to high block. Left hand is going to stab up. Both hands are open. And then it's the end. Set. And courtesy. Okay, so I'll do it also go in the other direction. Set. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last phrase, right hand opens, left hand opens, right foot steps back to the left one. You keep circling in the same direction. Left foot steps back to the front. Left foot is forward. Both sides are chambered open on your left hip. Step forward with your right foot. Right hand high block. Left hand strike up. Both sides are open. And set. Same as with the stick forms. I want you to run through that whole thing at least 5 times. Okay, so we're going to run through the part of the dagger form that we've already done, and we're going to finish the phrase that we started last week. So it'll take us right to the end of the phrase, just about halfway. So we start here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we did all of that last month. Last week, step to that side, right front stance, bow makes an orbit, steps into the side of the neck and pulls out. Pull back to a cat stance, into the ribs and out, and horse stance, into the gut and out. And then without switching hands, we're gonna do exactly the same hands and same stance on the other side. Orbit, neck, cat stance, ribs, horse stance, gut. Okay, so we did all of that last week. Now I'm gonna step forward, just like we did earlier in the form, into a cat stance and cut up. Okay, see how my blade is? Then I'm gonna take the knife, come here, flip it over so that it's down. Pull back, hide the knife, and then step forward and strike. So when I step forward and strike, my index finger is here reinforcing the blade, and I'm in a long stance, long narrow stance, blade is out and my arms make a straight line down like I'm doing a spear hand to the back. Okay, so we finished last week here. Or we finished last month here. So last week we did 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now this is the new part. 1, cut up. 2, turn it over. So your blade should be facing the floor now. Pull it back and hide it. 3, step forward and spear. Okay, so I want you to add that and practice it.